Well, I'm disappointed for my guys because I thought they really battled a lot more than we battled on Wednesday, and I'm really pleased with that. But we got to get. We didn't play good enough. They played better than we did, and we got to continue to work every day to get better. And we got to the game. They just we made some mistakes, and they made the right plays. And with 8-10 minutes ago, we had a chance to seize that game and turn the ball over at untimely times. Gave up offensive rebounds when you can. And winning teams don't make those mistakes. You got somebody at home, and you got them down a little bit. I think we got up 4 and gave them an 8-0 run or something to go down 4 or 5. So we just gotta. It's a hard time for our guys, because they put it out there today, and they played with emotion, they played with passion, but they didn't play good enough. And we can get better, and that's something that we just gotta put our heads down and be humble about it and do that.
Coach, what did you see there at the end of the game, after the game, during the post-game handshake?
Well, I was already through at the line. I didn't know what was going on, but there was one of their assistants, I believe, was talking to Booker during the game, and so I think that was the start of it. And I'm not sure, but I think one of my assistants maybe said something about that, and I think that is what my understanding is that triggered it. But I'm not want to speculate. It's just I think that the team that loses is in the wrong. I mean, they can say what they want. They won. So do I think it's unprofessional for an adult to talk to a player? Yeah, I think the adult needs to be the adult in those situations. But we lost, and so we have to. I don't care if an adult or who it is. We have to understand that if we want to rectify things, we need to play better, and we need to win.
Speaking in terms of the professional of it, during the game, we're right by the Santa Barbara bench, and we heard the coaches, yelling things out about Mason, like he's loudly. He's not a good free throw shooter. He made a comment about Booker in terms of like the way he played, and I heard it, and probably everybody else in the place heard it. It's kind of the specific comment you kind of don't expect during a game.
Well, like I said, I got to run my program. If they run their program the way they run it. I think these things all wash out in the end. We go there. We have a lot of season left. I got to control my side, and we're not going to do that at our end, and we're going to do it the right way. And I'm disappointed in that way the handshake was, because we obviously didn't walk away from it, but we're not going to back down from people either. So it's just. It's an emotional game. I've always said the handshake, like the NBA doesn't do it, and I think there's a reason for that. I think, but I'm not changing the rules or anything. So we've got to do a better job from our end, and that's all I can control. And you have to talk to Santa Barbara about what they do down there.
Coach, over these last 3 games where you've fallen a little short in conference play, what has been the biggest factor, obviously, outside of free throw shooting? Has there been anything else that's stuck out to you?
Well, free throw shooting was a new thing today. We've shot the ball pretty well from the line, and but I say everything in basketball is contagious. Winning is contagious. You get a couple wins, and we just need a win or two to just get going, And you miss a couple free throws, and all of a sudden the next guy that goes up there is like, oh, I got to make this, and But you see a few go through, and it's a lot easier to make them. And today, that free throws were an issue, but our biggest issue, we've guys got to get better rebounding the ball, and I think it was a bonus that we, ended up tied with them and ended up with actually one more offensive rebound than them. I really thought we scrapped well the second half on the offensive boards, but we gave up some timely, up 4, we just get this rebound and have a good possession, and we can take control of the game, and the offensive rebounds were too many for them. But a lot of those, in fairness, we haven't worked a lot in that trapping zone. It's a hard zone to rebound out of, and we got to get better at it. And if we get better, then I think again, we're not far off for these teams, and we've got the Honda Center in it's still about 6 weeks away. So we got to worry about ourselves and getting ourselves better. But and the biggest two things are our rebounding and our defense.
Coach, this is the 5th straight, maybe 6th straight game Yusuf has been out. Is there an update on his status as far as his knee, or is he what's?
No, I think it's progressing. But again, I think I said last Saturday, we're not going to jeopardize anybody and their careers or health, anything. He's not going to play till he's 100% or 90 something, and but he's working on it every day, and it's a day-to-day thing, and it's I don't even ask every day. They tell me how much he's going to do and what he's doing, and I just trust our medical staff and Timoteo that hopefully we'll get him back sooner rather than later. I mean, nobody wants him back more than me, but nobody's going to be more protective of him than me too. So it's going to be at the right time, and we don't know when that is.
In the second half, in the last 10 minutes, it seemed like the only guy who got there who really wanted to shoot was Maxuni, and Deshaun was trying to draw fouls since the officials were a little whistle happy. When you watch that, do you sometimes wish the other players would step up and take a role in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, that's where Timoteo really is an X factor for us, and that it gives you a little more of an inside presence. But Brian Alberts didn't get into a flow, and Jordan Roberts is struggling to get in a flow right now. But at the end of the day, we attacked, we got to the line, we scored 71 points. We have to win games a different way than just outscoring people. And we had an opportunity to do that last Saturday. And then Wednesday we got into another, hey, we're going to outscore you mode. And today I didn't think we did that. I thought we had some good stretches of defense. We just got to get more consistent. And it's a 40-minute game, and we give people too many easy, possessions. We take a possession off in the dangest times. We've got to, and we let those offensive frustrations come down to the defensive end too much, and that's just something we've got to. I think our toughness is got to develop mentally as much as physically at this point.
Final score notwithstanding, do you feel like this group is growing fast enough to where they can be playing their best basketball at that point in March?
Well, that's our job, is to be playing at the best. And is it fast enough? No. I mean, I want it to be where we're winning these games. But as a coach, you've also got to, you're like a jockey riding a horse. You're also not going to sit here and whip them, with a long race left ahead. We're going to, as I keep telling, I'm not using the whip. I'm using the pat. Pat them on the where the whip is, and just say, let's go. We got to get you. As I tell them after the game, we can't panic right now. We got too much to play for, but we have to be urgent. And there's a big difference. We have to have an urgency. And I thought we started the second half. I told them that at halftime, and I thought we had a good urgency about us. But. I think one of the things, too, with Timmy is we're really short on the front line, and KJ got really tired, cramping up, having to call that timeout as he was cramping. We need, our depth there is, and got to bring along the freshman Milos and Demetrius Mims better or something, to get a little more depth there, because, I think that's, as we got the lead and everything, it took a lot out of he and Mason getting there, and they're playing a lot of minutes right now.
Has had to guess when the earliest Timmy might be back?
I'm not being coy or or not wanting to answer this. It's really a day-to-day thing, and he's trying to do more every day, but we're very cautious with it. I mean, he could play Wednesday. He could play 2 weeks from now. You know, it's not, you know, it's not really a definite, hey, let's hold him out another week. Hey, let's hold him out another day. You know, I'm hoping Monday he can do more than he did today. That's the only thing I can say. And, you know, he's working at it, and our trainers are very good. Jared Spanger is as good a trainer as I've had, and I trust him that he's not going to put him out there until he's ready.
Coach, you opened the second half on an 11-0 run, which the momentum seemingly changed after going into the zone, and then they separately went on a 9-0 run and a 7-0 run in the second half. Can you explain how difficult it might be to break out of those runs and kind of after getting all the way back, then all of a sudden you're down 6-7 again, you cut it to 2, and then it's 8. Can you speak on that?
Yeah, you know, the last 3 games we've lost, we've been down 7, 10, 7 at half. That's you know, it's a whole different game. Shots are a lot harder to make when you're behind, and we've got to. That's one of the reasons why I started KJ today, is to try to have some energy to start and get a better start. But we got to start better. We're more aggressive in the second half, but it just takes a lot of energy, especially when you're shorthanded. So that's one of those things we've just got to continue mentally to understand. We've got to be more ready to play. We've got to be more ready to take control of the game from the outset.
All right, we'll open up for questions for Deshaun.
Deshaun, you guys have played similar games recently and pulled out the win late. What was the difference there in the last 7 minutes or so when they're up 4 and then kind of pulled away?
I think they kind of made shots towards the end of the game, and when we didn't, really. That's what it came down to. We gave them too many wide-open threes. Within our zone, we got to do a better job of locating shooters in that. So that's all. We can't give them that easy of looks.
Deshaun, I think the first 10 minutes of the game, I think you and Brian were held scoreless. Was that just you guys having a hard time getting through on their defense, or what was that?
No, I don't think so. We're definitely looking for BA. BA's getting some good shots. He's just having a tough time right now. We're going to keep looking for him. We trust him. We believe in him. And with me, the teams, they're loading up on me, so I'm just trying to make them punish him for bringing 2 guys on me and finding an open guy.
Deshaun, did you hear the UC Santa Barbara bench talking to you or yelling at any of your teammates during the game?
During the game, no. I mean, they were talking, but I wasn't really kind of paying too much attention.
Okay. Were you surprised that what happened in the post-game handshake?
I didn't really see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was at the end. I didn't see what happened.
Okay.
Until the big scuffle happened.